Welcome to Sandwich. It does exist. Hey, how's it going, everyone? WTFSexyHeadphones here. So, going to give you guys a lovely tour of Sandwich. As glorious as that sounds, I know a handful of you have been asking me to show you guys around town. So, here we go. Hola, first stop in my house. This is where I grew up for 19 years. This actually used to be a one-story ranch. And then so when I was like in 5th or something grade, we ended up putting a second story on it. So this is where I've been for about 19-ish or so years. Voila, on sweet, sweet, snowy Pleasant Street. Booyah, backyard. The one thing I miss about places like Illinois is your backyards are always nice and big. And now where we live, they are not. But it's so pretty. And look. Wild Titan appeared. So now we are on the car heading down my street. That is the Sandwich Hospital where we nurse our deli meats that have gone bad due to horrible refrigeration. Thankfully it's winter, so there's no shortage of that. JK. But yeah, I only had to go there like once or twice. One time when I broke my arm, which I told you guys about. This is Main Street, where I suppose Main things happen. Welcome back to you, Main Street. This is some place that I rode my bike by all the time, because you'll see. And that place is pretty too. People are probably staring at me really weird because I have this camera that I'm holding in my hand while driving. Over in that White House down there somewhere, there used to be a dog named Hunter that would always, chill in the driveway. Whenever I would ride my bike to school and back, I'd always pet him, and he was so nice and cute, and I liked him. He was an adorable doggy, and he was just darling. Let's see. Down over at the end of this road thing is Prairie View. This is where I went to kindergarten and through 3rd grade, and it was a fun time. Holy shit, things are falling in the backseat. What the hell is happening? This is where I went to Prairie View. I loved it because it was a lot of fun, and I got chased around by all the boys on the playground, and I thought it was just the most amazing thing ever. I felt so cool. And then when I went to 4th grade, that didn't really happen anymore, and I was bummed because I enjoyed my ridiculous amount of exercise I always happened to get, and it was just lovely. And then over there, you can't really see it, but that is where I went to Sea City. It was boring. I never paid attention once. The only thing I remember is putting marshmallows in a kid's book, and then he found them months later, and I thought it was the most hysterical thing. And then one time I accidentally, what I ended up doing, I ended up taking Benadryl accidentally before going to Sea City, and I nearly passed the fuck out, and every loud noise startled the shit out of me and gave me a heart attack, and it was a really rough time. So this is one of my all-time favorite things about Sandwich and all around small towns in general, and that's the Victorian-styled houses. And you can see there's like stone. This used to actually be nothing but a stone house, and then they started renovating it years ago. Hold on, let me turn. Ugh, who needs stop signs when you're turning? And then they ended up renovating it. I think they're still not quite done, unless they want to keep it that way. I'm not really sure. But I love Victorian-styled houses. They're just the coolest fucking thing. And that's my favorite thing about small towns like this, is there's so many interesting houses and architecture and designs. Like this one. This one's really pretty too. It has like a blue design and cream, and it's so lovely. And this is literally one of my favorite aspects, and one of the things I hate about living in places like Arizona, because everything's fucking cookie cutter or ugly as shit. I think there's another really big one. There's a house down here that has a whole block to themselves. How they made that happen, I don't know, but they literally have a whole entire block. Where are you? Oh, is it this one? It's this guy. This is literally on a whole, This is literally on a whole entire block on its own. This guy right here taking up all the space. Ridiculous. Utterly ridiculous. Yeah, that's right, you bastards. Alright, welcome to downtown Sandwich. That is the library. I learned to love that in high school at some point when I was really huge into manga and shit like that, and I realized that you can get like a fuck ton of books from there, and I'm like, oh my god, the library is the greatest place. This is literally all that is the downtown area for the most part, the main downtown, a bunch of tiny little stores, and it's so cutely painted. I have no idea how well the contrast is showing on this. On my screen it looks like shit, but this is the cutest looking town in the world Okay, probably not the cutest looking town in the world, but I find it pretty cute. I used to love just riding up here with my friends all the time. We would always ride our bikes, and we would just go from shop to shop. No matter how many times we've been in there, we would literally just go see them all the time, and it was lovely. And then down there, some restaurants. The Opera House is on the corner, and then I think the fire station's a little while away. Something like that. Their place right over there, that brown, more dingy looking one, used to be a place called French Connection. They had, what was it, banana splits and Pokemon cards, and I thought it was the most glorious place in the world until they closed down. And I was so devastated because I'm like, where am I gonna get Pokemon cards and banana splits? And it was just adorably designed too. It was very, I don't know, European maybe? Well, I guess you could say French. Huh, what do you know? Other part of downtown, pretty tiny. There's a store over there named Arts. They have delicious, delicious sandwiches, and it is glorious. Bam, sandwich water tower, because you can't escape it. I don't really think there's anything interesting down there. There's a piercing shop that I thought was neat for a small amount of time. There's a place down this street somewhere named Quackers. Well, actually it's not named Quackers anymore. They changed that. It was named Quackers. And they always had samples of their coffee with cream and sugar, and they always had different types of coffee beans. And I fucking loved it. I thought it was like the most glorious thing known to man, and I thought it was just absolutely amazing. They had like a banana nut fucking bread shit one day, and it was good. Sorry, camera went out for a bit. I always thought this place was so adorable too. It's a floral shop, and there's a bunch of other kind of tiny shops, but it's styled like a city street. Like a kind of tiny old city street. I don't know what the hell that place is. I guess a tax place. But this is actually where I ended up taking Tai Chi, which I told you guys about. It's actually down here, which is designed very much the same. It's probably going to be really dark. Holy crap, it's really dark. Oh wait, oh cool, the lamps are on. So this is where I ended up taking Tai Chi. I'm talking quietly because there's some people and they're gonna think I'm crazy. But the tables were moved to the side, and we literally would just practice Tai Chi in this whole space right here, which was pretty neat. I passed out and blacked out somewhere over there, which I told you guys about. But I used to think this, well, I mean, I still do. I don't even know why I say I used to. Like, I still think this place is so cool. Like, I would hang out here all the time. It's glorious. So this is called the Old Stone Mill. Has a lot of old stuff. Another place to go when you were bored as a kid. A lot of history shenanigans there, and it was kind of cool. We're on the other side of the little town strip, or whatever you may call it. There's an antique store over here that I'm going to try and drive by. Me and my friend Megan would go there again all the time when we were bored, because again, there's nothing really to do in Sandwich. It's over here. That's the Opera House. I love opera houses. They look so glorious and pretty. I was in a play there once or twice. But anyway, over on that side, antiques, me and my friend Megan got kicked out of the downstairs level. There's a basement, middle, and then whatever. And we got kicked out because we were playing with all of their giant fur coats, and we left them in a giant mess, and then they got really, really mad at us, which is quite understandable. And they recognized us, so they're like, oh, sorry, you guys are not allowed to go in the basement level anymore because you're terrible kids. And we're like, and then like we waited some odd months till they forgot about us, and then went back down there and played with their giant selection of fur coats. It was fun. Alright, we are now by all the main schooling. I have never went to Haskin. I don't remember what grades those are. I've never had to go here. But the connection to it, this is the newest school in Sandwich. It is the middle school, so 6th to 8th grade. And it was the best school out of them all because it was new and it was big, except the top floor did not have air conditioning, and that was 6th and fucking what's after 6th? 6th and 7th grade, and it did not have air conditioning, so in the summer it was kind of shitty. That is Haskin. I did go there for, I think that was literally only 4th, yeah, that is literally only 4th and 5th grade, unless it has changed, but that was literally only 4th and 5th grade. I don't know why you have a school for just 1 grade, but, or 2 grades, but we did. And that was, well, that one's shitty and old as well. Actually, really all of the schools around here are shitty and old, but the middle school was the only good one to go to. And thankfully it was built just before I had to go there, so that was kind of nice. Well, bam, and there it is off in the distance, Sandwich High School. built back in the prehistoric era, old as shit, a glorious 2 hallways, and portable classrooms. Oh yeah, I guess school would be in. Well, there was 3 bomb threats when I was going there, all in the same year, all within the same month. And what else? There's a gas leak or 2 or something to that extent, which was kind of fucking funny, because then you got out of class because they're like, oh, we smell gas, and that's nice. That is IVIC, which is Indian Valley Vocational Center. I went there for graphic communications. My senior year, it takes up like 3 credits and like 3 class hours, so it's kind of different from actually having to go through the same boring bullshit, and it's kind of fun. Those are all our portable classrooms because we are too fucking small to house all the fucking kids that are slowly getting into Sandwich. And I always said one day that this will probably turn into a trailer park, and that eventually you'll just kind of have, you'll just be walking to class and see like a shirtless guy, you know, grilling patties or some shit because it's practically a trailer park. So, bam, Sandwich High School, all its glory, all its tiny, old ass glory. Bam, Casey's. I don't know if you guys are in any of the states that have Casey's, but it is delicious and has taco pizza. If you do not know what taco pizza is, you have not lived, and I am sorry. Bam, here we are. The moment you all been waiting for. The Sandwich Police. Mince ham is so good. So delicious. Hey guys, hope you enjoyed that tour as much as I enjoyed giving it. Hope it wasn't too boring for you guys. I got all in the moment and all excited and everything because it's so nice to be home. Even though it's a small town, I think it has its charm and it just delights me. And so it's a lot of fun. So I hope you guys enjoyed me rambling on about a bunch of stuff and taking you around where I grew up in because I certainly had fun. So I hope you guys did too. I'm probably not going to have another Let's Play out for a bit. I just realized I have enough footage to make a cryostasis one. I thought that I was all through, like I was caught up with that, but apparently not. So I will put that up probably tomorrow or tonight. But other than that, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get anything else out. Because again, I don't have my headphones, as you guys can see. So I will see what I can do. I leave for home on Sunday, and then we'll probably get home Tuesday. I'm not looking forward to that. Well, I'm looking forward to home, not the drive. So we will see how it goes. Once I get home, I'll do my best to catch up with everything because I'm so behind. Anyway, I'm going to go. I'll catch you guys later. Bye. Feel my power. So I don't know how well this is going to come out, but it's snowing again, and that can't be seen very well. But I want to share it with you guys because, you know, I forgot how nice it was to have snow, and I forgot how lovely and pretty it is, and it just always brings like the most calming kind of feeling and sensation, and it just seems so peaceful and lovely. And it's like 1 in the morning. I'm just staring out my window, like marveling at how giant these snowflakes are, and now how very cold they are. You know, it's really quite romantical when you think about it. Snow is just so, it's just so calming and lovely, and this is really the only way you guys can see it is if I stare at this light. But I wanted to share it with you guys because it is cold as fuck, but I miss how lovely it is and how nice, and like, it's just like kind of magical, even though it's really scientifical, but at the same time still magical. And now you guys know. And I'm sure most of you probably all deal with snow still, but for those of you who are in the South or Australia or something like that who don't quite know it, I shall share this with you.